Hey guys, what's going on? It's time for one of them there unboxings. I haven't done unboxing in a while, and got this new knife in the mail just now, and wanted to show you guys, give you my first impressions. A lot of you know, this is Top's knife. Not gonna keep it a secret because I want to put it in the title. Alright, got this off of GP Knives. Quick shipping. Anyway, enough of that. It's my Manix 2XL to unbox this today. See if I can just... I could rip it. See if I can get a nice clean cut through here. Everybody likes to see knives cut and stuff. Look at that, like butter, guys. Can't find the butter band. Alright, so we got lots of peanuts. Penis? A lot of you guys probably won't get that reference. Alright, let me get it off camera here or else I'll spill peanuts everywhere. Alright. I got a business card. GP Knives. There's my invoice. Alright. This is the model Iraq-Jac, like I was telling you guys. Feels pretty dang light. Hold on. I need to do some more cutting. Alright. Saw this, and like I said, I had been in love with Top's knives for a long time. I saw this and it really appealed to me, and I thought it would make a great, kind of a great, not substitute, but a great addition to my Azula. This is going to be a lot more heavy duty and it's a lot more tactical. So I fell in love with it and I just had to pick it up. So here it is. That's how it comes. You get the Top's flat whistle. That's pretty cool. They have their business information on it. It's like a business card. And here it is. Let me turn on, there we go. This is really, really friggin' cool. It's got a little bit of heft to it. A lot of people may not like that. Here, let me take the chain off. It's got some heft to it, but I like that. These knives are built very strong. If I can get this off. There we go. That's kind of cool if they add that. Also, before I get to playing with it, I'll show you guys. It's warranty information. Oh no, here's see this is really cool. This is my certificate of authenticity. Has the owner's name right there, the model Iraq-Jac, manufacturer's date last year. There's a serial number. What other knife company do you know that does this? I mean, Spyderco doesn't do it with their high-end knives. Kershaw. That is just really cool that they do that. I mean, it really is. And then here's a pamphlet to Lansky. I don't like Lansky, so I don't really care. This is really cool. Alright. Sherman, enough of the bull crap. Get to the freaking knife. Alright. Ahaha. How cool is that, guys? Oh man, how cool does that look? Same size, pretty much as the Azula, just with a longer handle. Ah, that could not be any more friggin' ergonomic. What really set this apart to me from a lot of the other Top's knives, this had a deep choil and a thumb ramp. And don't let that big, it's not even jimping, it's like scalloping. Don't let that fool you. That texture is incredible. Your hand is not slipping. Also, I like the texture on the back, so you can pull back on it and do some controlled draw cuts. You can even put your thumb on the back of it and do some nice cuts. That is really cool. Let's see, the model number is Q109. Top's Iraq-Jac. Joint Aggravation Control. USMC. I'm sure there's some kind of Not like an inside joke, but I'm sure some guys might get that. I personally don't. I don't know if that's a real thing. I don't know if that's just kind of a joke. I'm not in the military. God, those micarta scales have great friggin' traction. The blade stock is really thick. You could actually pry with this knife because look how thick it is behind the tip. And it's actually rounded off near the tip. That's a really nice touch. That's actually a really, really nice touch. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. It's actually rounded. That's super strong tip. Not super, super pointy. No problem though. It's real thick. You got those nice white liners. That looks really cool. You got the white liners with the green micarta scales. It's a canvas micarta, if I'm not mistaken, with 3 Torx bits. I'm sure they're just Chicago screws. They can probably come right off, and you can carry this without the scales. Clean out underneath. It's also got some jimping back here. And actually, it doesn't really. I can't really feel it. It's not really needed, I don't think. Unless you want reverse grip and your index fingers right there. It feels really good in reverse grip too. That feels good. The handle's very rounded. You can see how kind of the handle shape's very rounded, and then you have that big blade that just jets right out there. That's the initial edge. Tops knives are not known to come very sharp. Huh. Oh, anyway. This is the initial sharpness. Yeah. No problem though. My dad bought at Blade Show. It was the Wolf Pup, and it was very blunt. I mean, you could just run your hand. I can actually run my hand up and down on this one. And I just gave it a few swipes on the ceramic rod with the Spyderco Sharp Maker, and I mean it's stupid sharp now. We have the nice texture coat that Essie does as well. Love it. It's such a nice looking knife, and like I said, the ergonomics are incredible. This is going to be a great utility knife. Got good retention on there. It's got good retention. I'm probably going to move that screw right up there so it has even better retention. You don't get a nice satisfying click in there. Like when you put it in, just kind of a friction fit. But I mean, it's super, super tight. It's not going to fall out. There's no rattle. So that's good. Also, it came today, a tech lock. So what I like about this, where it's not a swivel clip, because with the swivel clips, you cannot take them off. I realized that the other day. My dad's Wolf Pup, he didn't want the clip on it, but the clip doesn't come off. It has a bolt on the inside of the sheath that it screws into, so you can't get to it. This one has 2 screws screwed into the holes of the sheath, so you can just remove that. So I'm going to do that and replace it with the tech lock that I got. I would have done an unboxing of that, it's just not that interesting. Everybody knows what a tech lock is. Well, pretty much everybody. But there are no reviews of this knife online anywhere. Saw one, like I said, where a guy was just talking about the knife as a ZDC. Nobody's done a review on it, so I'm really excited to do a review on this. And a nice little portion right there to lift your thumb. This is not a review though, this is just my initial impressions. Yeah, it feels really good. There are some hot spots when you really grip it hard, just a little bit. Because anytime you have a handle of this kind of rounded shape, I don't know, it's just kind of, see your hand kind of folds. If you have a squared off handle design, like, I'm going to use this for example, you don't really get that. Because there's, you know, you get that kind of hot spot in the crease of your fingers with a design like this. Whereas this, you really don't. It's kind of hard to explain. You guys would just kind of have to feel it to know exactly what I'm talking about. But you just kind of get a little hot spot in the crease of your hand right there. I mean, that's just under when you're really grabbing this knife. Under normal use, no, absolutely not. But yeah, it is pretty dull from factory, which I can excuse because I know what these knives are made for. These knives are made specifically for the military and law enforcement, and they're meant to be used for pretty much everything you're not supposed to use a knife for. Like I said, we're talking about the military and law enforcement. They're going to have to use their knives for things that you and I would never, ever put our knives through. Shovels, pry bars, you know, busting bricks up with it, cutting plastic cuffs, which those plastic cuffs are insane on knife edges, you know. So I'm assuming they did that on purpose so you don't have a really, really fine edge to worry about chipping or possibly. But for my use, I'm just going to sharpen this up. It's not going to take very long. Like the 1095 steel, I don't know if I already mentioned that or not. It's very, very easy to sharpen and takes just a stupid edge. By the way, you have a nice swedge up top. Yeah, the tip, it's not very pointy. It might come out a little bit more when I sharpen. That's the purpose of this knife. It looks like a little torpedo. Yeah, it's meant to, it actually has a pretty nice, you know, use just to gouge or pry with it. Anyway, I'm just really pleased with this knife. I'm definitely going to be using it in my EDC. I'm going to replace my Azula with this for a little while. Just to carry it on my belt, because I can't carry my Azula on my belt. Well, I could, but I'd have to improvise away. Like I said, it doesn't have that nice authoritative snap when you put it in the sheath, but I'm just fine with that because it's nice and there's no play inside the sheath whatsoever. So right now it's set up to be carried on the belt, kind of like that. But anyway, this design is not for everybody. You can see it in my hand. It's actually pretty small. It's about the size. The blade is the exact same length as the Azula, but the handle's much longer. As you can see, you get a full... I have large-sized hands, and I get a full grip on this knife with a little bit left. Nowhere for a lanyard, doesn't really matter to me at all. I like the little decorative holes up top. It looks really cool. Oop. Nothing on the back. Just very cool. I really like these Tops knives. They are very, you know, tactical looking, but I really like that. I like big, overbuilt tactical knives. That's just who I am. That's what I like. You could carry this as a neck knife. This thing weighs about 4.5 ounces, I think they say. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe it's somewhere around like 5 or something. But it feels really good, guys. I can't wait to do the review on this. Highly recommended as it is right now, though. Got off of GP Knives, about the last one. They're the only place I found that had them other than Amazon. And I got it for $70 shipped. So I didn't think it was too bad. Really tight. There we go. Yeah, when you squeeze the sheath, it is hard for it to come out. Okay. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that little overview. The Tops Iraq-Jac. Super, super cool knife. Highly recommended. I can get it. There you go. Highly recommended if you can get your hands on it. I really, really recommend this knife. This or the Baghdad Bullet. It was in a similar shape, similar idea behind it. Just a little bit, like I said, a little bit different shaped. I think it has a gray traction coating instead of this black. But it kind of reminded me too much of the Azula, and I wanted to go with something that's a lot different than anything else in my collection. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for updates on this knife and the full review coming up. Alright, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, stay sharp, and God bless. Sherman 614. Peace.